Are you concerned about falling? In the next year, 1 in 4 seniors will experience a fall. Do not allow yourself to become a statistic. Tai Chi is proven to reduce your fall risk by 58%. Classes for all abilities are available throughout DuPage County. Tai Chi, exercise for life, exercise for you.
Bring your hands up and gently tap below your collarbone. Nice and easy. Middle of the sternum. Side of your ribs. Swing your arms, loose and relax. And to all of you joining us for the Tuesday, Thursday class, welcome to a new year and happy new year. I hope everybody has a very safe, a very healthy, a very happy 2021. Who knows what this year is going to bring us, though. Whatever it does bring us, my intention is to be here with you, doing this all the way through. We are supposed to restart in-person classes the first week in February. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But whatever happens, whether I'm doing in-person classes or whether those get cancelled, the online classes will continue. And this week, we are going to work on an exercise called the Grand Martial Tradition. I first learned this, I'm not sure whether it was about 3 or 4 years ago, from my karate grandmaster, Grandmaster Strong. And it's actually the very first Qigong exercise that he learned back in the 1980s. And Today we're going to go through the movements, and we're going to look at each movement in a little bit of detail, as we have done with the other sets in previous weeks. And then tomorrow and Thursday, I'll show you different ways that you can actually do it. It's a very simple set. There's just 6 movements in it, and they're all just arm movements. However, it's very powerful. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to take a look at today. And if you do want to review the movements before tomorrow, yesterday's class is up on the playlist, so you can take a look at yesterday's class. And for those of you that do meditation Mondays, last night's meditation is up in the Dropbox folder for you to download. I don't know why it took me so long to realize that I could use my old phone to record it at the same time. So as they're only audio files, I can upload those pretty easily. Today's Wednesdays and Thursdays classes, I will get those up on Saturday for you. The files are just way too big for my phone to handle, for any phone to handle. And allow your arms to come to a rest. Roll your sleeves up. And turn your waist. Let your arms swing on the road. Listen back. And bring your hands in, small of the back on the opposite side, inside the shoulder on the front. Take your hands out, returning to just the weight. And allow your waist to come to a rest. Head to one shoulder, roll it down around to the shoulder without tilting it back across the top. Exhale around. Inhale across. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Change direction. Head to the shoulder. Roll it down, round to the shoulder without tilting it back. Across the top. Exhale round. Inhale across. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Good. Bend your knees, let your arms hang down, roll your change direction. One more. Straighten up. Hands. Rest. Forearms. Elbows. Interlace your fingers. Roll your wrists around. And change direction. Push one wrist up and then the other. Nod. Palms. Hands on the small of your back. Keep your head still, your head upright. Circle your waist. One more. Change direction. One more. And then if you choose, you can bring your feet closer together and circle your tailbone. Change direction. And one more. Bring your feet as close together as you're safe and comfortable. Rub your palms, knees, Pat. Rest your hands above your knees, bend, and straighten. One more. Straighten up. Tap the ball of one foot. And tap the ball of the other. And so we'll start off today with ringing the temple bell, because for some of you, this will be the first thing that we do of the year, and so, you know, whether you use this to set yourself up for the day, for the week, for the month, or more appropriately today, for the year. Okay, and remember, so we're going to go into that special place, that sacred place for you, wherever it may be. Okay, so a time to reflect on where you're going, why you're entering this place, and also a time to think about what you have to offer. Okay, beginning in a natural stance, feet shoulder width apart, toes straight forwards, back up straight, head up tall, knees a little relaxed, arms relaxed at your sides. Exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up to the side. Palms come together. Exhale, pull down in front of the chest. And rest and breathe here as you take this time to contemplate your reason for entering this special place, this sacred place for you. Inhale. Exhale, reach forward, turn your thumbs down, palms out. Inhale, open the first door. Palms up at the small of your back. Exhale, bring forward your first offering. Sink your weight down. And breathe and take this time to reflect on what you have to offer. Be it to yourself, to your family, to your friends, to your community, to the world. Inhale. Exhale, place that first offering down. Inhale, reach up across the first bell rope. Exhale, pull to the face, bend at the waist, take your hands between your knees. Inhale, bring your hands to your face, straighten up, let go. Exhale, pull down. And contemplate your reasons for entering the second door. Inhale. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, open the second door. Exhale, bring forward your second offering. Sink down. And again, take this time to reflect on what you have to offer. Inhale. Exhale, place your second offering down. Inhale, reach up across the second bell rope. Exhale, face, waist, knees. Inhale, face, waist, let go. Exhale, pull down. And contemplate your reasons for entering the third door. Inhale. Exhale, reach forward, thumbs down. Inhale. Open the third door. Exhale, bring forward your third offering. Sink your weight down. And again, reflect on what you have to offer. Inhale. Exhale, place your third offering down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, pull down. And now take some time to think where you are now that you are in your special place, your sacred place, wherever that may be. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down. Good. All right. So today, Grand Martial tradition. So beyond Grandmaster Strong, who I learned it from, beyond his teacher, we do not know the origins of this sequence. And so it is 6 different arm movements. And the way that you do those arm movements, we will change tomorrow and Thursday. So you have the option of doing this, of being sat down, or you can be in the natural stance with the feet shoulder width, toes straight forwards, back up straight, head up tall. Or if you are a little bit more aggressive in your practice, and this is really for those of you that are the martial artists, you ideally want to be in a horse stance. Okay, so I'm going to go on a little bit of an angle to you, hopefully so that you can get a little bit of a better perspective as to the movements. So we have six different movements. The first movement is straight out in front of you, and your finger's going to point down. You're going to pull back in, then you're going to press your palms down on the 45-degree angle. You're going to pull back in, you're going to press up on the 45-degree angle. You're going to pull back in, you're going to press to the sides. Pull back in, you're going to reach forward and then pull in. And then the last one, you're going to gather again, you're going to bring your hands up and you're going to seal everything that you've done in. Okay? So we are collecting chi, we're collecting energy, and we're expressing that energy to help build it within us. The first one we're going to express through the fingertips, then through the palms, and then we're going to collect it and lock it in, okay? So let me go over each movement in a little bit more detail so that you can get exactly where we are. So as I say, all of them, it doesn't matter whether you're sitting, you're standing in a natural stance, or you're in the horse stance, all of these positions are good. You do lose a little bit by sitting down. However, what you do with the legs is not as important as what you do with your hands and what you do with your mind, okay? So if you were to think about, you know, physically, there's hand movement, there's leg movement, mentally, there's mind movement. Priority would be mind, hands, legs. So the legs are the least important. Okay. So for the first part of the extension forward, starting with your arms relaxed at your sides, you're going to gather in. And you're going to bring your hands to your sides, palms in towards you. You're going to very slightly splay your fingers. You're going to reach straight out in front of you, and at the very end, you're going to point your fingers down at the floor. And then you gather in, and you either repeat it or you do the next one. Okay? Now, the leg movement adding to that is always as you're exhaling, as you're extending, you're going to sink your weight down. So we gather, and then as we reach out, we sink our weight down and point our fingers down at the floor. Now, when you do this, you want to make sure that your back stays upright. Okay? Now, I could sink further down, but then I lean forward, and we don't want to lean forward. We want to keep our back upright. Back upright, more important than how far we go down. Okay? So our breath, as we gather, we inhale. As we reach out and sink down, we exhale. And then we inhale again. Okay? So the first four movements follow that same pattern. So the first four movements are real simple to do. Okay? So let's do that one, my typical 3 times. Okay? So from your ready position, wherever that may be. So we gather our arms and we gather into our center, hands at the sides, palms in. We reach out and sink down, point our fingers down the floor. Inhale as we straighten up and gather in. Exhale as we reach out, sink down. Inhale. Exhale. And then we gather in for the next one. Okay, so that's our first one. The second, the third, and the fourth one also follow that same pattern of gathering in, expressing out. It's just that this time your hands come palm up at your sides, and then you press down at a 45-degree angle. Okay? So it's the same thing. So you're going to gather in, palms up, press down at a 45 and sink down. And again, gather in. Okay? So again, let's do this the classic 3 times. So gather into your center, palms up at your sides. Press down at a 45 and sink down. Inhale as you gather in. Exhale as you press down. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then we go on to the next one. So when we do this, sometimes we'll do the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth movement and repeat those sets. And other times we'll do 6 sets of out, 6 sets of down. So there are different ways to do this one. Okay. So the next one, we've gone out, we've gone down. Now we go up. Again, the same pattern. So again, it's gather in, palms up at your sides, press up and sink down. And gather in. Okay? So again, 3 times. Again, so from our ready stance, we gather in, we press up at a 45 as we sink down, inhale as we gather in, exhale, press up, inhale, exhale. And inhale again to bring this back. Okay. So the fourth one, again, following this pattern, but this time we squeeze our shoulder blades together to get our hands out as much as we can to the sides. Again, pressing out, sinking down. 3 times. From our ready position, wherever that is, gather, palms up at the sides, press out to the sides and sink down. Inhale as you gather in. Exhale, press out. Inhale. Exhale. And again, gather in. People ask me on the gather in, what is the exact hand movement? There isn't an exact hand movement on that, okay? As long as you're bringing your hands into your center and you've got them ready for the pressing out part, you're good, okay? So some people like to do a much bigger movement. Some people will do a smaller movement. It's all good. So we have 1 is forward, 2 is down, 3 is up, 4 is the sides, 5 is going to be in, okay? So if we're pulling in, our gather has to end somewhere out. So we gather in, we drop our hands down, we bring our hands up in front of us about shoulder height, and we want to bring like our thumbs together. Okay, so we're palms down, thumbs together. Those of you that are martial artists, it's like you're doing a pseudo. Okay. From there, your hands rotate, palm up, as you pull in and sink down. And again, so you gather up in front, pull in, and sink down. Okay? Three times? Okay, so from our ready position. So we gather, swing the arms up and out, shoulder height, thumbs together, palms down. Rotate the hands, palm up as you pull in and sink down. Inhale as you gather, swing up and round. Exhale, pull in, sink down. Inhale, exhale. Good. So on that, as I said, the gathering part is not critical as to how you do it. So some people will do the same sort of gather and take that idea of bringing energy into their center, leaving it there, and then bringing their hands up and round. I, most of the time, just bring my hands up and round. Okay? All right, so that's number 5. So we have forward, down, up, sides, in. Okay? So you think about the 4 basic directions that we've done. We're covering at least 3. We're covering 3 out of 4 of those in some way or another. Okay. So the last one is the one that is different. This is where you're like sealing the energy that you have gathered within your body. Okay. And so collecting and nourishing your chi is not always about bringing chi into your body. It's about what you do with that chi as well. So when you release it, it's not like you're letting go and losing energy. It's like you're working with this energy. Because yes, you express it when you do the movement, but then you gather it again. Okay? And we are just a microcosm of the macrocosm. And so we want to have this exchange of energy. Because remember that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be changed. And one of the things that we want to do is change energy. Okay, so our breath coming in, water coming in, food coming in is energy. but we take that energy and we change that energy into something that we can use. And some of it, the bit that we can't use, we get rid of. Okay? And that goes back and gets changed. So, but this last part is where you bring an end to this exchanging of energy with the world, with the universe, and you seal in what is yours. And that's going to be the energy that you're going to use and have for the rest of the day or the rest of the time that you're going to do. Okay? One of the meditations that we did last month, we did an exchanging chi with the universe, of where you imagined that your body like just expanded into the universe and the universe came into you, and you just exchanged energy with the universe. Very, very powerful meditation. It's actually just it's a very short meditation as well. And so it's not always about how complicated these things are and how long they take. Okay. All right. So this last one, this sealing in. Okay. So we've pulled our hands in. We do this gather again, and we close our hands as a fist at our side. We then bring our hands up to shoulder height. We rotate them out. So again, we've got the thumbs pointing at each other, and we bend the wrists. Okay. So the sink down always happens with the exhale. When I did this yesterday, I'm not completely sure how clear I was on this last one as to when you sink down. I have a little bit of difficulty because you sink down on when your hands come up, but I really feel it when you come down. Okay. So we gather, close into a fist, bring the hands up. Now, as the hands start coming up, this is when we start to sink down. We turn them out and bend the wrists. We let go and gather again and repeat. Okay? So again, 3 times. Right. From our ready position, we gather, bring the hands palm up at the sides, sink down as the hands come up, rotate out and bend the wrist. Inhale as we gather. Exhale as the hands come up, turn out, and we're sinking down. Inhale. Exhale. And then you would just close. I actually like at the end, when we close, to bring my hands on my center and do a little breathing there. That's not a set part of the sequence. That's just something that I like to do. Okay? So, 6 movements. Forward, down, up, sides, in, seal. And those are the movements of the Grand Marshal tradition. And so tomorrow and Thursday, we'll do this in the 2 different ways that we can do it, of doing each movement 6 times, and then doing each movement and repeating that 6 times. Okay? So Wednesday and Thursday, that's what we shall be doing. Okay?